Boys to men. Da, 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 da. Boys to men. Na, 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 na. And he's back again. East Coast swing. Boys to men. Na, 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 na. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Shout out to my favorite cast of actors and characters. Maybe I should wait to smoke weed. Nah, fuck that. Try to kill some of these. Ugh.
This spot right here, some serious elevation drop. We're gonna do a couple gaps and then finish it off with a blind death drop. I'm rolling.
Oh, now I remember why I didn't try to kill these fucking things. Because this shit's annoying. Like this tuck knee, how am I supposed to? There's no way. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that easily, at least. Oh, counts. Alright, Freckles. How do you even tuck knee again? I forget. Oh, I think I know. So like this. You know what? Fuck this shit, dude. I don't know if I want to do the mass murder achievement. That'd be too fucking insane. And it's not gonna count, right? Yeah. Fuck. Gotta go all the way over those fucking pipes. It's all pipes! What's the difference? Oh my god, come on, dude. Actually got the tuck knee going now.
You are seriously on fire.
The going over that shit, going over these pipes is just so fucking weird because of this incline here. Like, how am I supposed to get enough speed? There's no way I get the speed. Right now, I would love the speed glitch, really. Be crazy to do like a 360 front flip like that, though. I'm not even trying to do that, it's just kind of doing it. Because of the way I'm hitting the tuck knee. I might just stop doing this, because these things suck. On spots like this, where it's just hard to get over it. Like, the way you hit it has to be so perfectly. Over it, or whatever. Like that. Not even, but... Nope. I did a 360 shove and a late backflip kickflip, but not a 360 flip. Nope.
Woo! On fire!
That was pretty fucking sick, actually.
Oh, dude, that's...
Let's see that. Total accident, but that was pretty sick. Look at that. Very cool. Huh. Terrific.
Woo, this is looking so good.
Ah. I'm doing a tuck, Nate. Oh, dude. That was one time I kind of get over it. I didn't get the tuck knee in there. These are hard. Killing this is not... This is not an easy task. So anybody that's gotten that mass murder...
That was so
Mass murder achievement, props to you, because this shit would be so annoying. Oh my god, I wanted that to go so badly. Thing is, if I don't make the gap, then I won't have nearly enough speed for this. Which we really need all that speed.
Oh, we need an
Someone tells me all the other film challenges would be a little easier than this too.
You are tearing it up, bro. You are tearing it up.
Oh my god, come on, do the fucking tuck knee. Why is it not doing it now? There it is, come on. It's like... I don't have an idea. It's like left controller up left and then the right controller bottom right. Oh, that counted!
Nice one.
Now... Oh, there's no way to get back up there though. No timer, so maybe hold on, let me just try to get the right amount of speed here. There's no way. Oh, there's no way. I'm never gonna be able to get that. As soon as you lose that momentum, it's game over, essentially. So we need to really clear that.
Oh, nice, dude.
I love how I've been doing that one so consistently, and he freaks out about it every time. Like, dude, you did it!
That was insane.
You did the thing that you've been doing, like, at least 20 times at this point. But that was still fucking sick, bro. You're just the sickest fucking skater in this whole skating world, because that's what the developers want you to feel. You're so fucking cool and stoked on the skateboard, bro. Stomping them.
Yeah, that was balls.
Yeah, 360 flip's my favorite trick in the entire game, so... Alright, that might have helped. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey! Oh. Hey!
Yo, I got this good.
That tuck knee looked like shit, but it counted, so I don't care. Look at that tuck knee job. Look at that bullshit. Kind of cool, actually, with that, like, hitting that. And then they didn't even show the 540, and then that's, like, the hardest part to get. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill all of them, but let's try. Let's try to kill all the film ones. I don't plan on resetting this one to replay the game or anything, so I want this to be kind of a final challenges done account. Okay. The only reason I have a problem doing killing the film ones is because they're actually fun. The film ones are really fun, actually. Because they're easy. It's just, as far as it's easy to grasp, like you just do this, do that. That's what skate is. Tell me to hit this gap with this trick.
Yeah, let's do this.
360 over the horns. Where are the horns?
sick, bro.
This is totally doable. I don't think I'll have too much of a problem with this. I don't think I'll struggle too much. Hopefully I don't. Let's see. Nope. Fuck. Oops. Fuck. I fucked up. I don't know what my... I don't know what's going on with my skateboard trucks. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid fucking person. And I love accepting that.
Are you good?
Not stupid in a lacking intelligence way. I just feel like I lack any... I'm either very serious or I lack any sort of seriousness at all. Like, I am not a serious person. It's hard to take life seriously when life doesn't take any of our lives seriously. I don't take life seriously because the universe will never take me seriously. So why the fuck... Why does my life matter? Like, why should I give a shit about what any of that means? It doesn't have to mean anything. And you could just be a silly goose for the rest of your life, like me. You could literally do anything you want ever and not listen to anything society expects of you, but we choose to follow society because we're so afraid of being ostracized by our fellow man and being rejected by others, whether that be our peers, our family, our friends. However, every single one of those people, everybody that you're close with, everyone that you love dearly, even their opinions of you mean absolutely fucking nothing. Like, zilch. Less than nothing. Because they also love and care about you. So their negative opinions of you are just things that they put up with because they love you. Oh, I don't think I have it.
Oh, I totally felt that.
But every time we get close with everybody, you just there's simultaneously intense closeness and intense, you know, unflattering intimacy that we feel with our partners, I think, because we don't necessarily, fuck, what was I saying? What am I doing here? Yes, and he gets it. Yeah, he gets it. Oh my god, nice. Couple tries. Well, there's simultaneously a, you know, an intensity there, and like the closer you get with others, and the more compassionate you feel towards them, the more you have to put up with them because you're closer to them. So it feels like it's always mixed, like with love and how human beings just are with each other. It's like
gotta be something good around here.
it's always a mix to me, and I kind of just want things to always be perfect and good and amazing. Not that when things are bad, it's hard to take those seriously anymore too. I'm starting to realize, like, oh, even those little qualms I might have with with everybody that I'm close with, like, even as much as I might not like that, like, again, just don't take it seriously or don't put too much thought into it. Just the less thought you put into your emotions, I feel like the more you can kind of be mindful of them. Like, I don't hate that I feel, I hate that I think about feeling. The way I feel about life, or the way that I'm kind of having to, like, just accept that I'll feel that no matter what. I'm realizing lately I'll feel that shit, and it'll always be there. It'll always be a part of me. All the existential shit and all the massive amount of emotions that I will just experience and have to deal with through suffering in life. All of that stuff is also a beautiful thing, you know. It's like funny how it all sucks, and at the same time, experiencing it all is beautiful. I'm grateful for life. At all, I think, at this point, that I don't care what life is, as far as I don't care if life is. I mean, I care how it ends up. I want to be happy and I want things to be good, obviously, but I don't want to let too much of, like, the tragedies and the ugly chaos of the world dictate, like, my individual existence so much. You know, it does have an impact on how I feel about, like, the world and my role in it and how it's all going to affect us. And it very possibly will get to a point where it will come down to survival, and it will come down to, like, oh, okay, it's very possible, like, you know, we'll all have to experience a massive, like, global technological depression where something happens with the technology and then people don't know what to do with themselves. Like, something happens negatively where it's like it stops working, or it doesn't essentially, like, people move on from it. And it'll either be an amazing, like, reconnection with others and people are really realizing what they want, which is not bullshit interactions online. You know, people want actual human beings in their lives. And once people realize that, whether that becomes a positive or a negative thing as far as a post-technological world being a good thing, or technology kind of moving past itself in that way, and technology becoming something new in a way that we don't recognize. It's not something that we would be able to recognize in this time, right? So whether that becomes a positive or a negative thing for people to move on from it I think will be a huge, like, that'll dictate what ends up happening for the rest of our existence, I think. Either it becomes way too reliant in the whole Wall-E thing and everything that everybody like predicts. This is always the perfect example of like that movie really predicted a possible future for human beings in a scarily accurate way. But whether it goes into that direction or a place where people are sick of it and people literally want it to die or just not want to use it anymore, like all it has to be is like, oh, something we don't have to use anymore except for work, or like if it's purely. Because it used to be that way, people only use computers to get like work done or to like do something specific. But now the fact that a computer is just casually in our pockets, a massive, insanely good, able to run 4K quality video via streaming, like that is actually fucking insane. But as far as how far we've come, I remember that being like, I remember it being amazing to watch MP4 videos on an iPod video. You know, that's what I grew up with. So any of this shit is just far beyond what I would have expected. Anyway, where I think people will end up is a huge mystery for me, because I have no idea how much this is going to. All of this stuff is really going to. How much is it going to impact the rest of our time here as a species, and what is that going to look like? And climate change and all that. So a lot of people say, oh, we'll all be dead in 100 years as far as the entire like race might not last another century. I think that's a little extreme. I think we have a few centuries in us at least. I think I'd be very shocked if human beings didn't make it to at least like 2,500. If we don't make it to at least like, a quarter of 10,000 AD years, not, excluding the BC era, like in actual documented like years. Now, if we don't make it to 2,500, that'd be pretty sad. Or 3,000. If we make it to the year 3,000, that'd be even more insane. But that seems so. I mean, I'll be dead, so it's a foreign idea to me. But if any of this stuff actually exists in that, imagine all these videos and all this stuff lasting forever. Imagine people being able to watch this in the year 3000. If you're watching this and this is some ancient footage time capsule of me streaming Skate 3 on an Xbox Series S and streaming on Twitch, if all of this is like, stuck in time, then that's kind of cool too. I think we should all appreciate the time that we are not only given, but the time that we have while we have it. Like it doesn't last is all. Like I can always feel the finite nature of my life. I can always feel like, oh wow, I'm it's like the sand dial, like I'm always, or the sand timer, or whatever the fuck it's called, not dial, sand I think that's what it's called, right? Sand timers. I think about that. I remember watching this episode. It's such a silly thing, but I think it was an episode of the TV adaptation of Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I think it was that kind of show. And there was a villain that was going to try to, like, was trying to, like, kill them or destroy the family in some way, and they all saw their, like, time. I think this was from that show, at least. It could be from something completely different. I remember seeing something as a kid where it was, like, everyone looking at their lives as, like, a sand timer. And that kind of fucked with me as a kid, like, oh my god, like, we all have just a limited timer on that shit. As far as the sand's always emptying out, and there's never any more being added in. But imagine us being able to, the technology does get to a point where we can upload our consciousness into another, into a computer in some way. That whole concept that people have talked about for years. If you upload consciousness to a computer, can you Can you live forever? And what's crazy is that's not an insane possibility. When you see, like, I don't know, AI, you just see where all this shit goes. Like, that doesn't sound completely impossible anymore. Whether it's actually, whether we would actually want it, I can't imagine my brain and my consciousness existing, but my body dying. Like, it was just like my thoughts and who I am, but literally trapped in like a device. That would be awful. I'd much rather die than that. So as much as I'm freaked out about dying, as much as my mortality scares the shit out of me, and I think about it, or used to think about it way too much. I don't obsess over it anymore because I don't know. I just want to enjoy life because I'm gonna die. Why not enjoy everything? Or try to. God, you gotta fucking try to enjoy this shit, man. And if not, then kill yourself. It's fine. No, I'm kidding. Don't kill yourself. But I get why people would feel like they have to, or why it's not gonna be worth their time. I feel like suicide is not necessarily something it's not only people just like wanting to end suffering, it's just they don't want to deal with the extra suffering. It's like everything sucks so much to a certain point that if you actually feel that way, why would you want to keep feeling that way? That's just, it's a logical, I think that has to do with a logical decision in that way to me more than anything else. And how I process that idea. Not that I would ever do that. I joke about that shit a lot, but I would never. I care about my life and I care about the people that are in mine. I love everybody and I would never do that to them. So that's what I've realized, is that as much as I say that, as much as I might have wanted to not exist in my 20s, I never wanted to actually die, or I never actually wanted to end my own life, take my own life. That shit is so fucking heavy. It's such a heavy like topic that I feel like is a universal thing, and people don't talk about. I mean, we talk about it actually way too much, I should say, but we don't. We talk about it way too much, but we don't talk about like why people are feeling that way. It's because they're not happy in their lives. It's that simple. If you were happy in life, you wouldn't want life to end. But these people are seriously fucking unhappy. These kids, there's a huge issue with kids doing is because kids are growing up in a time where, kids I think were always like that too. When I was growing up, people were cutting themselves. People had fucking horrible issues with self-harm and self-hate and all that. So, the solution is making people happier in a functioning society. It's that fucking simple. It actually blows my mind how simple everything is, and how fucking stupid and greedy and power hungry human beings are that they could ruin something so simple. Like the smartest fucking creatures in the entire existence of our known world and universe. We are the smartest species that we know of right now, and we fucked up something so easy. So easy. Just treat people like people should have. You should be able to live, people should be able to live comfortably and get the things that they need without that being people should not be like worrying about where they're eating or where they're sleeping. Everyone should have basic needs like a place to sleep, food and water, just by existing in the world. The government should give people that for free. You can do whatever you want. If you want to have your own place and not live in a homeless shelter, or not live in some sort of whatever that would be, hopefully a more, oh, the skateboard just fucked me up there. Hopefully a more, sophisticated version of a homeless shelter. Like imagine it being a little town with like just, wooden houses, like just straight up like people want to help the community. That's all contribute to making a bunch of like houses, wooden houses, stuff that's like literally would not last probably in a hurricane or anything, or anything like, like that. But like it's something for people to just like not be out in the world and can feel like they have a place to come to. Without home, without feeling, the reason we feel so bad for people that are homeless, people that are really struggling, is because without a home or a home base to feel like you can gather your thoughts and be a human, be a person, without that kind of comfortable place of reflection, you're not gonna feel you know, you're just always gonna feel on edge. Like, that would put me on edge constantly, feeling like I can never be comfortable because I'm never in my own space. That would suck ass. So if there's a way that everybody could have basic needs, is all. And then if you want to work, like, people just be able to do that. If you want to work, you can to have a more comfortable life. But I genuinely think, like, people should be helped out more. People should not be in such fucked up conditions. It's not like okay, like, I guess there's an argument to be made where maybe that's already happening. People are able to, like, live off of what people give them. The panhandle, they fucking get donations. There are all sorts of people helping the homeless, but or people that have a hard life in that way. However, it's clearly not enough, you know. Like, they shouldn't have to panhandle. No one, and none of us should feel uncomfortable with feeling like we have to give them money or not, or, like, making that decision, do we give them money or not. Like, if they, you know, like, it should be illegal to do that, but at the same time, everybody gets taken care of. So that's why it's illegal, because, like, you're already getting... That's what I would think would maybe work to fix that. The reason, I don't know, I think the reason that I think about that particular subject a lot is because it's just a huge issue in our country right now, in the U.S., and it's also it's such an easily fixable thing. But I don't think that would be that hard to fix. Literally, like, yesterday. Like, it shouldn't be hard to fix that. But the reason, yeah, like that was fixing, like, no one had to feel uncomfortable seeing a fellow human being. Like, it makes my heart bleeds for these people. Like, I see a fellow human being that my instinct is to help them, and yet my realist mind is like, that's only going to negatively impact my life, basically. Helping people like that, it's only going to, you know, at the very least, not like in a negative way, like that they're gonna harm you or steal from you or anything like that. That crime-wise, I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying, like, oh, that'll just bum me out, dude. That'll, like, make me feel. And then you'll realize these people are choosing to be. A lot of them are choosing to be that way and choosing to, you know, literally be like actual leeches. I feel like a leech in a lot of ways. How fucking lazy I've been with making money in my life, and a lot of that, you know. You know, from most of my life or whatever. However, I've never straight up, like, resorted to, like, asking for handout. I've never done a GoFundMe. I've never done any sort of, like, oh, can you please give me money kind of thing. If people offer, that's different, but I do not feel comfortable asking others for money because that's just not who I am. So, yeah, all I'm saying is I'm blown away by how fixable so many problems, like these basic things in society that we aren't happy about. So many of these problems are so fixable, easily fixable. Like, all the billionaires, all the people with, like fuck you money, instead of investing in technology to get the fuck off of this planet they've essentially destroyed, and instead of investing in that, you know, why not take care of the problem that we have here? Why not, like, try to not be such a piece of shit? Like, I don't understand how they could have so much money and not try to help people more. And a lot of them do, apparently. A lot of people with really good money donate a shitload of money, or give away a lot more of it than we might think. However, maybe it's not enough, or maybe it's not being given away in the right way. Like, I would just go to the source. If I had $1 billion, I'd go up to, like, somebody on the street and be like, here's, like, $1,000. If you want to change your life, do whatever you want with it. Like, if you're still here, that's your decision. Someone wants to piss away $1,000 and completely, like, just stay where they're at. That I would give them that. Knowing that, I would have no problem. Like, they have the freedom to do that, but it's whether or not somebody is smart enough to make the decision of, wow, this could actually be life-changing if maybe give them more. If I had that kind of money. What if I give somebody $5 grand cash, or just wrote them a check, like $5 grand? You know, how easily that could just change somebody's life. far as that's a basic, like, all right, find a small place to maybe stay at with roommates, get better clothing, clean yourself up, go and try to get some employment, try to, you know, that, any little bit of, imagine, like, the government just giving every citizen a big chunk of cash like that. Even me, like, I could use that. I could use $5 grand right now. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, and I say the government because, like, just like all the world's, every single government in the entire planet is investing their money and trying to defend themselves from each other. But again, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have to worry about any sort of violence or anybody doing that. The issue with the idea of a utopia or a perfect world is it never actually aligns with man's ultimate weaknesses, which is selfishness. Man's ultimate downfall is his own selfishness and his own self-interests, other than other, you know, like being prioritized over other people's lives, in spades, like in large amounts. It's not like people are. There's a healthy amount of selfishness that we can all have. However, I don't think that. Healthy amount of selfishness that we can all have, but I don't think that, I think there's obviously, to some extent, you know, there's some extent that should be applied within that as well, so, people should want to care about each other. People should want to be there for others. Or actually give a shit. I'm realizing how much I do just, like, give a shit about other people and want to be there for them, but each one of our individual fears, each one of our, like, just our bias and our self-interest, like the concern for how much this affects, how much things affect our lives, obviously. You know, people affect each other and, like, really, I mean, people hate each other or break each other's hearts or you know, like, all sorts of emotional stakes with other people. And, and that makes sense. It makes sense that people are afraid to even open themselves up ever. But I feel too open to like let, like, I feel like this desire to open up. I feel this huge, like, this weight has been kind of lifted off of me because of all sorts of, like, epiphanies that I've been having in the last fucking year or two. But I'm feeling this whole weight that's come off of me in a sense of I want to be open to anything and everything in order to achieve ultimate happiness. I gotta level up. I gotta level up my happiness points, bro. No, I realize I'm happiest when I'm with others or when I feel that I'm, like, contributing to other people's lives and worlds and whatever, you know. If that's just a small favor, if that's, like, doing something for somebody, or whatever, you know, like, however that is, I just want to try to be good to others, and I've had to kind of let people go in my life that made me feel like that's going to you know, my attention is not just in a place like that, in a place of letting anyone, like, stop me in what I kind of want to do. I feel like as much as Griffith is such a fucked up character in Berserk, as complex and sinister as he is, the speech that he has about wanting to achieve his dream and how he'll do anything to make that happen. And I mean, I'm not talking about dream in my success or music career or anything like that. I'm talking about my dream of living the most perfect, like, the most joyful and exciting life, happiest life that I can live. You know, why not try to have? That's hard, obviously. That's, like, not always going to be a thing that's constant. Like, I don't expect to be happy all the time. I just want to feel as good as I can while I'm feeling it all. right? All of your feeling, all of the shit that we all are going through right now, the way that we perceive it, it was always going to be more profound to us in the way that we perceive our emotions, in the way that that's always going to have the way we perceive our emotions is always going to have a larger impact on what the actual than what our bodies are actually, you know, feeling from that. I'm not talking about things that are traumatic. I'm talking about very small things like, oh, you messed up your order at a fucking drive-thru, or some bullshit like feelings like that, where we get upset about something, but it's really nothing. Like, what you're getting upset about is, oh, like, again, random chaos of the universe and things just not ever being consistently perfect. You have to accept that things are never going to be the same, and things are never going to be. I've been trying to accept that things that like are just always going to be a shift in that way, and you just kind of have to be prepared for it. One time I was with a whole cast of people I was doing a show with, and every single person got their food except for me, because the fucking dumbass waiter, food runner, stupid fucking like cocky young guys that work in restaurants that don't have a fucking, like, they're so like just fucking hyped up on testosterone, think they can do everything. I think this guy basically there were like 6 of us actually, right? Like 6 of us. So I think he was trying to literally do like 3 plates in each hand, or maybe 4, maybe took 2 and then came back with like 4, you know, 2 in each arm or whatever, and dropped mine, and everybody else fucking got their food except for me. So he literally tried to carry like 3 plates at once. He didn't have like a giant black tray that you see most of them have too. He was literally trying to carry them individually. And I had to wait like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes to get my fucking meal while everyone else was eating, and everyone was saying like, oh, like you're pretty chill, you're being pretty calm for someone who didn't get their food, because I'm sure they felt awkward. I'm sure they just felt bad. Like, damn, like, I think it was actually, I don't know if it was my birthday or it was around my birthday or some shit like that too. I mean, that whole show was around my birthday, so I think it was like literally maybe on my birthday that happened, or near around the time. But I remember somebody saying that in particular, like, you seem like okay. I was like, you know, okay, despite that happening, and I just was like already in that mindset of, you know, I was only in my mid-20s, but I was already in that mindset of like, and I'm very cynical and negative and expecting things to, you know, when the one thing people forget about having a cynical or like a pessimistic viewpoint of the world is you're never disappointed or you're never like surprised or shocked if things go bad or things don't go your way. Like, you're always prepared for things to not go your way because you're always negative. I'm always pessimistic, so when things aren't going well, I'm like, well, I saw this coming. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I'm always aware of that everything's gonna just turn to shit, because that's my mindset with everything. Everything turns to shit and nobody's ever happy. No, I'm kidding. But when you have that mindset is all that's what kind of helped me, like, oh, just deal with it, like, whatever, like, I didn't get my food in time. What am I gonna cry about it? What am I gonna be a little fucking bitch about it? You know, like, no, like, there's a time to like deal with things, not like a man or whatever. There's a time to deal with things with like a hard skin. You have to have a thick skin for some things and be a softy in some other ways. Like, I want to be a thick skin for bullshit that I have to deal with the world and things not going well, and I want to be softer with people. That's all that and I feel like I was being just hardened with everything. Maybe I was just hardening, like, straight up like Metapod in Pokemon, just doing straight up harden, and everyone being trapped in a battle with me forever because there's no damage. I'm not taking much damage from them, and I'm not giving any damage back. Anyway, no, I'm getting too much into Pokemon with that. But yeah, that's how I felt for a while. It was just like trying to harden myself and with everything and completely shut off from, you know, I don't want to say my optimism, but my like anticipation for the love that I would be able to receive from others, maybe, or the love I would be able to give to other people. It feels like for a while I was wanting to, you know, shut off any sort of emotions just to not have to deal with those stakes, without not have to deal with the being caught up and entangled in people's people's shit alongside with my own shit. You know, I was trying to avoid that. And now I'm like, well, you might have to deal with that, but you know, if you shut off, you don't get to experience all the love that could be given to you as well, you know. Because like just recently, I think with surrounding myself with better people, or just seeing the like purity of the love that people have for their families, people that when people are close with one another, and how incredible that, just how big that is. You can really see how deep the love that people have for each other goes. And I think that's just been inspiring me lately. Well, it's like if everybody wants to have that, and people want to feel it, people want to feel loved, then why am I denying myself that as well? Why was I trying to, you know, why was I denying myself of that? Really is the biggest tragedy of that. Not necessarily like having been shut off from others, but you just hurt yourself in that way. It's like, oh, like it's not even me coming off like a dick or antisocial with other people. It's I'm denying myself these experiences. I'm denying myself all sorts of things that I could have from other people if I open myself up to that, and I'm with other people that are able to open themselves up to that in that way, and want to show that love. And wants to experience that. You know, that's the thing is, you know, some people, they're the way they show love is being antisocial or being like not really showing anything. So people, I have to remind myself that some people are very comfortable with being as emotionless as possible, and that's a form of self-love, or like a type of person that everyone has that type of person. You know, I'm very excitable though, and big personality, and just very extra, you know, and I can't tell if I don't want to say the right person for me, but I'm wondering, anybody in general, friendships or whatever, I'm wondering if I work better with people that are, I can't tell if I thrive better with other people that are as hyper and excited as I am, or if I thrive better in environments where people are very like toned down and stoic. I can't tell. So I just also feel like a chameleon, and I adapt to anything quickly because of acting taught me that. Acting taught me how to be present and just kind of go along with every side. I just look at it, all friendships or all these social interactions is like a new scene in my life. Exterior bar, interior goes into bar, meets up with people, whatever, you know, it's like that. That's kind of how I look at a lot of shit. It's just like, oh, this is a scene driving the story of my life forward. And let's see if I end up liking all these characters or not. Not that people are NPCs. I'm just saying I like to look at my life as like an exciting TV show or movie or something, because that shit is way more exciting than how life is. Actually is. The reason people like TV and movies is because it is actually significantly more exciting than the real world and the normal life that is lived. So I don't know, maybe that's why I like to look at my life in this exciting way, where it's I'm just excited about the story. What kind of story am I gonna have is my favorite thing to think about all the time. What kind of story is it gonna be? So maybe that's why I just like to record everything now and document everything, so that when I'm gone, there's just something left. What really inspires me is Charles Bukowski saying, he gives his thoughts on death. You know, you gotta leave some words behind. You gotta like do something while you're here with your time, if you want to. Like it's not only your right to do that as a human being, your right to immortalize yourself in any way possible, but you never know who might be completely influenced by your thoughts, or you never know who might be. I'm realizing now that people that are like fans of mine that I don't even know, or people that are like I don't, whether it's here in Florida or people that don't even live here, they're probably people that are watching my stuff or into what I'm doing, and I don't even know who the fuck they are, and that's cool. Thank you so much if you're a person watching this right now, and I don't know if we don't know each other in real life. Like that's incredible. Anybody's checking this shit out, but we will never. You can never let the way you perceive yourself get in the way of how you want to be. I held myself in such a toxic light for a while for whatever reason. I don't know. now I'm realizing that I'm not like that at all. I'm not like a bad person. I'm not evil by any means. Anything, I feel too... I feel like I haven't done enough. I haven't really done enough of anything to feel like I've had these drastic impacts on other people. Worst thing people would say about me is, oh, he's like a dick. He's like he just says whatever the fuck he wants. He's an asshole. Like that's what I've done. Is just I say whatever the fuck I want and don't really care how people feel about it. And again, that's how we receive shit. There've been a lot of people that like shake off what I say, and then a lot of people that like they stop talking to me because of what I say to them. So I just realized I can't say whatever I feel like all the time, and I don't really think I care about anyone else enough to do that. Like I don't think that my interaction with them is gonna have any until it does. Like until I am close to somebody, any interactions I have with them, they're not gonna remember it. They're not gonna care about it enough to actually think about me in any way like that. You know, these things are too brief. There's too many things in motion. Never underestimate the fact that millions of things, billions of things in motion in the universe are kind of beyond your control, and you'll never have any sort of knowledge of that. You'll never know how someone actually feels about you. You'll never know how, you know, whatever people's opinions are of you, and really it doesn't matter because they don't fucking know you at all. You know, unless even when people are really close to people like that, we don't fucking know them. You know. I know my parents. I'm like super close to my parents, but I feel like there's so much that I'm completely in the dark about them as people. Nothing bad. I just there's so much shit that they keep to themselves, and because they should. People should keep things to themselves. People should like, you know, realize what's okay to share publicly. What I'm realizing right now is what's okay to share publicly and what isn't, and that's. Well, I'm just gonna do a hard stop on that, and I'm already feeling myself getting much better about like I don't have to present myself in any other way than normal. I think I was so afraid of being boring. I am afraid of being boring. My biggest fear in life is being a boring person. So I did things to make myself look crazy so that I wouldn't seem boring. But I'm not crazy. I drive myself crazy with how much I give a shit about everybody else and everything. I care about everything way too much. That's all. That's all it is. I give a shit about all of you, and I care about the world way too much. I'm not saying that in a pretend, just like, oh, I care so much more than everybody. Like that, fuck that. I'm saying like that is just how I feel. I give a shit. I fucking care. I care so much about all of this shit. Which is why I had to shut down those feelings, because nobody else does. And most people, they don't care about anything but themselves, you know, as they should. Like, that's a natural thing. But, you know, if that were billionaires actually gave a shit about other people, they probably wouldn't be billionaires in the first place, I guess, because you have to fuck over a lot of people to get to that place, to get to that point. But, you know, if they actually cared, yeah, maybe it'd be helping people out. Maybe things would be different. Anyway, Jesus Christ, I was talking about a lot of stuff for a long time there. How long has it been? 40, almost an hour of me talking about this shit. Maybe I should do another film challenge and try to kill something. But, I need some more water too in a second here. Jesus. What I will say is, I think turning 30 or being in my 30s is the most wonderful shift in my life, because I feel like I can move on to the next place that I want to be. And realizing all these things, realizing how stupid I was for so many years for not trying to open myself up to these ideas more, or sooner, I guess. I was just distracted. I guess I was distracted with everything I was doing. But now that I feel like I'm in a place where I've done enough music stuff, I've done like so much, where I feel like so, regardless of my financial situation, I feel like I've achieved like a lot. I feel like I've done so much and shared so many parts of myself artistically, that satisfaction that I feel from that, and just making this, knowing that I'm talking about all this, knowing that I'm gonna upload this, and this is just more stuff that's an extension of who I am, makes me feel good. It makes me feel good sharing these parts of who I am with myself. It's not even like I'm posting them on the internet for other people. It's trying to do all of this to have some sort of growth for myself, or I don't know, I just like this stuff. I'm realizing that the more I do stuff that I like and the more satisfaction I have from this, the more my self-esteem is being healed and like evening out. Like I feel like my self-esteem is actually in a solid place for the first time in so many years. I haven't felt this good about myself since like high school. Because after high school, it's I so many specific events happened that made me feel so bad about myself. Getting kicked out of college and pursuing music, but not really making anything with music, not getting anywhere with it, and then having to work serving jobs. Like I was so upset with a lot of the decisions that I made when I was a kid, and I was so unhappy with that. And instead of realizing that it was all an investment, now I think about how much of an investment all of it was, thinking about where I'm at now as a musician. But you know, at the time it was hard. I felt like I remember screaming so much and crying, like I hate my life, I hate my life. I remember being in my the apartment I lived in with my mom years ago and shit. And I remember like just slamming it, like just like freaking out in the bathroom, like screaming how much I hated everything. And hated like my life so much, but it's just young and energetic and emotional and whatever. And you got so much energy when you're young. How do you not? When that age of 21, 22, how do you not have a crazy moment of your awareness? You're old enough and aware enough about the world, and you still have all this energy that you get so caught up and bent out of shape about it. You get so like affected by it when you're old, and once you're old enough, like right out of high school, once you're old enough to like have all these individual thoughts and all these like individual philosophies about the world, you start to kind of freak out. Is all. And I felt myself freaking out about all of it for so long, and now I'm just in a place of acceptance and accepting that my stupid, silly little life is not really that big of a deal in the end. Like I don't have to feel like I don't have to put it in this place of like everything that I do has to be such a big deal, or that like my life has to be so important. And then I think once I've accepted that, no, my life might be like boring and monotonous and just a lot of nothing for the rest of my life. That's okay. You can deal with it. You can deal with, oh, this is boring, but this is life. This is just like, you just get used to it. I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I'm just getting used to not only curbing my expectations, but you know, I'm just trying to be aware. I don't care about the way I feel about things as much, or I don't care about like the way things go. It's just I just want to be aware at this point of how aware of how life is, and to try to not be so thrown off by all these things. You know, I don't want to be taken aback so much. I don't want to like fucking lose my mind over this shit. And I guess I still am, because I'm talking about this for a fucking hour straight. We'll get back into Skate 3. Who cares about what I'm talking about? Oh god. Water. I need a drink. I need a drink of water. Let's hit another film spot, and yeah, that felt like the right amount of time to talk about this shit. Now I don't want to think about that at all. Life is not so bad. Just remind yourself, life is not so bad. Maybe not as bad as you think, or it won't stay that way. Even if life is really bad, it's temporary. Everything is temporary. First flip trick out. Grab over the second stairs. What fucking idiot.
Medic! I think we need an ambulance!
How did I not do a flip? Come on.
Whoa, nice! Ah, killed it!
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Wow, this is
ending,
so
actually.
cool.
What was that? Like a switch frontside tail slide with a kick flip, like a frontside flip out. Oh, they didn't even show it, dude. Come on. Why do they not show the last bit? Like the part where you're beating the fucking thing. Imagine how many people would have a hard time for that, and they're struggling, and they finally get that last trick, And you don't even show the replay on the part that they're probably most satisfied about completing? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that they would not show the last trick that you do, and that's probably the one thing that you're having to perfect, is making sure that you complete it, you know? Like, god damn, it's funny as fuck how they just don't show. I don't know. Everything about Skate, the gameplay is so perfect, and then shit like that just kind of annoys me. It annoys me more than anything. I play this game way too much, I think, though.
And go.
Oh, this one's weird. I kind of hate this shit. And again, I might do it quick. Yes! Oh my god, first try, dude. Was that first try? Jesus Christ. As soon as I'm saying I kind of hate it. How many clips have happened where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get this, and then I get it, like, first try. It's actually insane. Just that chance of that is all. I mean, I'm good at the game, but I'm like, still sometimes takes me a bit to get those things, so if it doesn't take that much time, then I'm good. With this game especially, though, the more the physics make sense to you, like the more you understand the physics of it, the easier it is. I think just playing this so much, I've like really gotten so comfortable with how the physics of this one in particular works. When I play Skate 2, like I'm so used to how quick the reaction of this game, like this game reacts so quickly to your flip tricks and the right joystick that, you know, once I go to like PS2, Skate 2 on PS3, and it's so different. It's just like the frame rate sucks, and it's so dated. It's so fucking. I mean, it's almost 20 years old now. No, not 20 years old. I mean, yeah, in a few years it'll be like 2 or 3 years. It'll be about almost 20 years old, but yeah, this physics of Skate 3 is just so perfect that you get even more confident with it. That's why this game is so addictive, and why so many people have clips of it on YouTube. Like, this game you only feel like you're being rewarded the more you play it, and the more you like master it, so to speak. Oh god. Protein bar time. Cause I had like one meal yesterday. I was hungover. I had like one meal, and I gotta like get my. You know what? Nah, I should eat this shit though. Protein bars, you know, I love them, the convenience of them. But anytime I eat them, I'm like, I can't eat this and then eat a meal. It's like just unnecessary amount of like calories and put into my body. Almost every protein bar has like an insane amount of like carbohydrates and you know, sugar. Like, you're getting a lot of like sugar and protein. It's this whole like just this little bar of like, okay, I'm done. I might faint if I go to the gym and I don't eat this. That's like what a protein bar is for me. If I literally, like, it's an emergency meal because it's supposed to give you a shitload of nutrients, basically. So I feel bad if I eat that and then eat an actual meal as well, because it feels like I'm doubling down on like it's an unnecessary amount of protein and carbohydrates and shit, you know. Which I'm getting so decent, finally getting so decent of like keeping my fucking diet under control. Trying to, even if I like go nuts here and there, you know, maybe eat or drink a little more than I should, the next day or two I go full reverse and do some fasting and fucking eat minimally, drink plenty of water and eat minimally. So it's like I'm just trying to keep my fucking weight down. I find myself obsessing over calories and obsessing over my intake of whatever I'm eating. But I kind of have to do that so that I don't gain. Like, if I don't count calories, I'm one of those people. If I don't do that, or if I'm not insanely conscious of what I'm, if I'm not insanely conscious of what I'm putting into my body, or because I have like such health anxiety that everything I eat, I'm like, oh my god, is this killing me or is this helping me? Just even when I eat bad, it's like even if I eat stuff that's not like not even junk food, just junk, like food that's not as clean as I could be eating. I don't eat so much of it. Like I try to not eat a shitload is all. Because it's all about caloric intake. Nothing else but being in a deficit with what you're, and then trying to get enough walking and enough movement in that you can, you know, it's all about more calories out than in, or at least like, you know, breaking even on that. Whether it's a little bit over or under, you have to like make sure you're not overeating and not moving. You know, that's all that it is. I feel like people get obsessed with trying to lose weight, and it's like, just stop fucking eating. As faint as you might feel, as much as you feel like, I'm gonna pass out if I don't eat. Like, I've been there so many times in my life, because how many times I've, like, fasted or gone hungry. And it fucking sucks, but it's temporary. The funny thing about fasting, or like, you know, and you gotta eat. Like, I eat in large amounts, which is why I'm okay with fasting sometimes, because I know in my head, I'm like, well, I ate a good amount last night. I'm still kind of burning those calories off right now. And I'm psychologically aware of, like, all right, I'm not going to starve. Like, I know I'm going to get a good amount of food, and at some point, I'm going to have a solid meal. I'm going to have a good amount of food. So psychologically, that helps me, like, deal with the hunger a little more easily. But it's funny how it passes. It's the reason why people are able to fucking starve themselves. Models, or people that are, like, obsessed with, like, staying under a certain weight. Wrestlers. Like, wrestlers have to, like, cut weight, and they just stop fucking eating. They eat so minimally, and they're survive. They're fine. Like, you can live off of just as long. You just can't. I had a bad habit for a while of, like, not eating and then going out and gigging and, like, exercise, essentially getting activity. You're, like, lifting equipment. When I'm playing music and singing, like, that's cardio. That's getting my heart rate up, and it's my body is doing something. It's in motion. So I had a bad habit of not eating and, like, over-exercising or exerting myself a little more than I should have. And then I would, like, engorge on, like, an unnecessary amount of food and kind of counteract. I would just, like, completely cancel out any activity I got. So now it's like, alright, I just go off of how active am I. You know, if I go to the gym, eat fucking plenty, but I don't know, I'm getting into, like, I'm not a weight loss person. I'm not a diet fucking I'm not a nutritionist or anybody. Like, I'm just going off of, I'm not a professional with any of this shit. I'm going off of what my own personal experiences is all, but just the fact that I just denied myself that protein bar just got me on that topic. What the hell? What the fuck was she just doing? What the fuck was that? This is why it's like I don't want to be in free play, because this shit's funny. If I just placed the camera like right here. Anyway, yeah, that's just like, that's something I think about. Like, I'd rather eat like a meal. I have like leftover food I should eat, and I'd rather eat that in a little while from now than I'm trying to see what this fucking clip looks like. Jesus. Alright, that looked terrible. Fuck it. Wasn't that funny? Yeah, that conscious decision right now is all just because I didn't want to eat that, and then it's not a real meal, so I know I'm gonna have to eat again. It's just so not worth it. Those protein bars are like, they're so perfect if you really need something quick, and it's literally an emergency food to me. But I can't eat that and then eat like a meal afterwards. I feel like that's just insane. That feels like, you know. Man, what a personal thing. It's so not shocking that people have, like, issues with addiction to food, or addiction to, you know, just being anorexic, having an eating disorder. You know, it's like, it makes total sense that people are like that. Because of how personal all that shit is. I just hate feeling hungry because I feel like I can't. I'm so hyper and energetic that if I'm hungry, I feel like I'm a car that's driving fast and it's on empty. Like, I feel like a car on empty that's driving on the highway sometimes. Like, it's like speeding in the left lane on the highway. And that was sick. The only reason that I have to do like fasting every once in a while, or at least try to like, I just try to eat whenever I'm actually wanting to, and you know, want to use the calories that I try to like, if I eat so much the night before, you know, I just look at fasting and it's like, all right, well, I'm still like, I gotta get rid of some of those other calories I was already ingesting, you know, before I put more in. I look at it as just like, I don't want to, I just hate having shit going on in my body sometimes too, though. Like, I hate the feeling of like how much eating stuff like drastically shifts my mood sometimes, or whatever. It makes me like tired and want to, you know. It's not like a blood sugar. So I don't have issues with my blood sugar, but obviously anybody, like sometimes when you eat something, yeah, like and eating anything, obviously, yeah, it just like fucks with how you function. And not eating fucks with how you function. My brain doesn't work as well if I'm not eating. My you know, I can literally feel my body shut down if I don't eat something. I think I'm gonna have like an apple in a bit here, so that sounds fucking good. But yeah, I gotta eat something. Fuck. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm fucking thinking about it. My only sink, you know, kitchen sink. I gotta wash this thing. I don't like going in there. I have to use the sink. The bathroom. I don't understand how people don't eat like apples more. Like fruit is so good. I just hate buying it because then if I don't eat it, or if I'm not in the mood to eat it, it goes bad, and then I waste my money. Fruits and vegetables gotta be bought like right when you're in the mood to eat them. Or at least just keep them in the fridge. I try to keep my apples in the fridge now because I don't necessarily want to eat an apple like every day. But leave them in the fridge. I feel like they last at least like another week. They're just better when they're cold too. But man, I love fruits and vegetables. I'm so lazy with preparing food. I hate making food and preparing stuff so much. Because it's just constant. Like doing laundry and doing dishes, all that shit is just forever. Forever. We are forever going to be doing that shit for the rest of our lives. Because I want to have clean shit and I want to do it, but preparing food, I mean, God, I could just, I'm okay with spending the money. I can go out anywhere and have someone else do it for me. Why people eat out so much? We're just lazy with making food. People have time, people have jobs. I'm sitting here fucking streaming a video game. People have actual jobs and are working. Not today, it's Sunday, but I'm such a fucking bum. I'm such a goddamn bum, dude. Not really, I work hard. I can enjoy my fucking free time. But God, I feel for people with the 9 to 5, because how do you live your life when your life is just, all your time is consumed by something else? And that's just like anything else. Like, good things can be taking up your time can be a bad thing. Movie stars, TV actors that don't get to spend enough time with their family, but they want to make all that money from doing the work. You know, we look at these celebrities as, oh, their lives are amazing, they have all this money, but it's like their time is taken up by doing a lot of that shit. So then what is their... What does that even mean at that point? Like, what do you feel as far as how do you look at your life outside of the monetary value of it? When you're making some good money, you know? Whether I make a bunch of money someday or not, I just hope I don't lose this part of who I am that just wants to kind of live within my means, live happily regardless. Try to live peacefully and enjoy it either way, you know. Where do we go? Hey, we should do another film challenge. It's been a minute since I've done that. Okay. This apple is perfect. Jesus. No. I wanted to try killing it.
This spot. Let's... On you. Yeah, we can come back later.
Oh, why? If I already owned it, why would killing it? See, again, a flawed game, like a flawed aspect of the game. That is a flawed thing. I already owned it. Why can't I just keep hitting A, and it goes to killing it as the default? Why would I want to try to own it again if I already did it? Does the game not know that I owned it? It says it right fucking there. It says that I fucking owned it. Let's look at it again. Let's go here. I owned it. I did it, right? Then try owning it. Why doesn't it should be just switched. Those should be swapped. I shouldn't have to like consciously do that. What if I was doing a speed run and killing every single thing and I had to think about that? How do people not talk about these things in Skate 3 enough? Like, do people not play this game enough? I haven't even played it enough. Like, I haven't, you know, played it a bit. Not a crazy amount, though. But anyway, yeah, it's just like, these are things that I noticed just from a couple of playthroughs. Oh, gap up to manual, so I have to, okay, I see. Wait. No, what? Like this?
Yo, the spot's over here.
It's because I haven't landed. I think I just gotta land it. Gap up. Do I do this? Ah, okay. Motherfucking cunt. Nope, I fucking felt myself land the manual before I did the flip. I felt it. Killed it.
You are seriously on fire.
Thanks, dude.
You know, I think this one's gonna
Thanks, Shingo. I apologize for how unflattering it is to eat this large of an apple. Woo!
All the gap centrals right here. Let's see what you can do on these things. All right, I'm rolling.
Nollie flip. Alright. Woo!
Oh, you killed it.
Nollie fucking 180. Nollie front 180 was sick. Wait, did it actually show it? Yeah, hold on. Oh, it's a backside 180. I don't understand. I still have done. No, I've known about skateboarding for years. And I still understand how backside and front side works. It's very confusing, actually. I know it has something to do with like the direction that it's going in, but I always thought front side was just like depending on the direction you're going in. Like this is a front side flip, so why wouldn't a front side flip for a nollie be the same? Unless the game's wrong, I doubt it. But why wouldn't this be a front side flip or whatever? You know this. Like. Alright, yeah, I guess it is the direction, like your back, whether your front side or back, your front or back part of your body is facing which direction, or whatever. Alright. I can't believe there's a stream of me just talking to myself for like a while, but it is all recorded content for YouTube, so it is like, I'm just trying to make it more watchable on playback. I mean, you got all sorts of shit that I'm talking about on here. It's like a podcast while I play. And this is the kind of game where I can just kind of lose myself in it and not think about what I'm doing and talk. This is lovely, how this game is in that way. Does my brain work better when I'm playing a video game? Like, is my brain, like, active when I'm, like, just kind of doing this shit and not thinking about what I'm saying? Too much? Oh my god, that's such a sick gap, actually. Hold on, I forgot how sick that is. Like, just that giant dip down to the, that huge drop after the stairs. It's pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, with this game in particular, I feel like I can just... I feel like the less I think, the better my brain works. the breader my brain... The breader my brain... And obviously if I'm not high, it helps a lot too, but... not gonna do anything about that, so... I feel like I can just, I don't know, I feel like I can really let my mind relax, and then doing so can comfortably express myself. What I realized recently is, like, if I'm able to express what I want to say in songwriting form, why don't I just apply that same principle to the way I communicate and outside of it? Like when I'm writing a song or when I'm doing anything where I have to express my thoughts, it's a lot easier when I'm when I'm not thinking. I don't know why. Like, maybe because in songwriting form I'm not thinking about what I want to say. I'm just saying it. So maybe I should just do that. I guess, yeah. Fuck. And I don't want to do any more or any less. I don't want to feel like I have to say anything. Whew.
Haha, Rip-On Towers. They got these like crazy ribbon things. You should shred them, dude. And go. Woo! Killing it.
This has been the dumbest fucking trick ever. Fuck. I did not see that rail there. Was that way more clear? Dude, it was complete. Well, so I got like right here. That shit was invisible. Yeah. I just forgot that was there, I guess. Nope, too far.
Nice one, dude. Hey, look out.
That was not bad at all.
Hey, way to kill it, killer. Yeah, Redo's gonna be psyched.
God, the microphone's probably picking up all that so unnecessarily. I apologize. If the apple wasn't so juicy and delicious, I wouldn't be slurping so much.
Let's have
But
some fun.
this is quite possibly the most perfect apple in the world right now.
Ready when you are, Chief.
I'm grateful for food and life. I'm grateful to eat and live. I remember this one distinctively, actually. I remember getting annoyed at this shit. Oh, there's a fucking ramp right there. Am I supposed to use it? No, I don't think I have to, actually. Am I? Yeah, I think I have to.
Alright, bro?
Yeah, I have to. Fuck that. I'm trying to get that fucking shit. Fuck you. What? Getting a call. Hey, it was Oh, it wasn't muted. Okay, now it's, yeah. Good thing I didn't accidentally fucking mute it.
That was banging.
Ah. Manual and gap off the third one. Don't fall. Don't fall!
Totally murdered it. Hey, check this out. Check this out.
I remember why I put the headphone cable like up here. Don't roll over that shit. It's annoying. A little apple. I'm gonna roll a piece of apple. Piece of apple, baby. Yummy. Yummy apple. Love you, buddy. You want up here? There you go. Yay. Yeah. I'm playing skate, yo. I can't pet you right now. I can't pet you the whole time, at least. Mm. I love you. Should take my allergy medicine.
Whoa, whoa! What astrophysics whatever developed this park? Looks like you're gonna be defying some laws of gravity, Chief. All right, cameras on.
Grab Grandpa. Oh, Jesus. Hair over the Pluto spoke. Oh, dude, this might be a pain in the ass. Oh, that didn't even count? Are you serious? How does that not count, dude? How am I gonna air over this, actually? I think this is where I gave up on this shit, where I stopped trying these.
Yeah, bro, one more time.
This one.
Oh, we're gonna need a medic. Somebody call a medic.
I don't understand why the grab grind over the cutout. Am I supposed to like fucking do one of these instead? I don't want to do this one. Fuck this shit. Oh man, there's a lot of these other ones too. This is why it's fun to just skate around, because once I start doing this stuff, it becomes not stressful. It's just becomes a grind, and I don't feel like doing that.
Dude, look at these waving
Not that kind of
rain
grind, at
clouds.
least.
I think it's time for a bounce. You're good to go. This is looking so good.
Fuck, I don't know, I did another 360 flip. Wait. Oh, dude, I gotta do them all in like one. Because I fucked up that last one. Do they all not count? Damn. Bullshit. Some fucking bullshit right there. You ask me. Oh, it resets it as soon as you do like a late flip. Dude, fuck. That's so stupid. It's so easy to accidentally do a late flip is all. Like, I'm not even trying to do them a lot of the times when I do them. It just kind of happens. Ah. Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, not bad at all.
That's pretty sick, right?
You're amazing.
If I get that mass murderer achievement, I think I'll finally feel done with this game. Is all. Like, that's the only thing left that I've been.
All right, let's see what
100%ing it's not an option anymore because online for me isn't working for whatever reason. Oh. Excuse me. This one is like actually keep it as basic as possible. 50-50, then we'll do like a 5-0 nose grind. You know, it's like it just has to be specific. It doesn't have to be anything crazy good. So I just did the most basic ass ones. And that's killing it. Jesus. It's like what I would do just for fun on my own. So that was good, but what is good about this game though is it forces you to. I've definitely played a lot of these before when I was younger, or when I previously was trying to kill these years ago, like when I first got back into these games. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, it sounds like a bit of sarcasm coming out of your ass, dude. But yeah, it forces you to get better at the game. That's what's good about all these things. Man, more fucking tuck knee, more like turkey, more like buck knee.
All right, time to test your quick flick skills. You'll see what I mean once you drop in. All right, ready?
Me into the sheet metal. Oh Jesus! Oh jeez. That was my phone. Am I getting a call? I'm getting a call. Look out, buddy. There. Aye. What do you want? What? Oh, you're right, buddy. What do you want? Alright, so yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this stream in a bit here then. Maybe just do this last. Oh shit. Oh, I was so close to that. Oh my god.
So tight.
I was so close to the tail slide all in one sequence right after coming out of a fucking... Oh! Oh! Yes, dude! That's what I'm talking about!
I hope I got it.
Maybe one more. One more of these film challenges, because that's fun. I don't want to play... I don't know if I want to play anymore, though. It's 2 hours here. I've been playing for a minute. That was sick. I did not... It's fun. What's funny about this game is you have to manipulate with the right joystick just enough. Like, sometimes... Just then, at least, the tail slide was like the game almost did it. Like, you have to kind of let the game... Not play itself, but you have to give it... You have to kind of, like, lean into what the game kind of wants you to do from that the physics of that standpoint, you know? And I just know what the game wants me to do. That's why it's, like, a little different. Looking at that. Look at that. I got that very metal... See one of these, Danny's Mega Gaps. Yeah, let's do this one. Last, little epic one. You just ate, bud. I gave you a piece of apple. I think you eaten enough.
So wait, no one is gonna be bugging us up here. Let's have some fun.
I love how they have to have a little
dude,
intro like that. I forgot how to do it. Fuck.
You are tearing it up, bro. You are tearing it up.
Isn't it like... No, it's like you have to lean forward. How the fuck do they do it again?
Follow me. Ah, so bang.
Oh, then I do a rock. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Okay, let's do it again.
How do you do it again, dude? Fuck. I literally feel like I just did it.
Yeah, you're killing it.
I remember how to do rocket air. Why can't I remember anything? Why do I smoke so much weed and not remember anything? And right, okay. Right trigger down. Or right joystick down. That way, okay, yeah.
Oh, nice, dude.
Ooh! Jesus. Come on. Come on.
Oh. Yeah, that was bolts.
Damn. Yeah, it's right and then left trigger. Okay. Right joystick down. Hit that, yeah. Okay. Wow, that was an insane amount of air. Jesus Christ. How do I do the tuck knee again? Now I'm forgetting how to fucking tuck knee.
So
that, yeah, you have to grab it first, then move the joysticks, right? Yes. Yes. To really remember all those little movements, it's so much. My brain has focused a lot of the time on like multiple different things at once. I think my brain is so used to multitasking that that's why sometimes I get tripped up on what I'm saying or whatever, because I'm like thinking about literally 2 or 3 different. I have 2 or 3 different trains of thought going on at once sometimes, so maybe my constant multitasking and shit fucks with my brain. I don't know. Is this? It's like, I don't know, this doesn't feel too crazy to me to do all this shit. Come on. Oh no, I didn't land it. Oh no, how did I know that was gonna fuck up and fuck me in my fucking ass like a motherfuck? Ah, man, I almost had that. That was nice. Yeah, it was good. Oh, come on. Not enough speed? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking shitting me?
Woo, you are shredding.
Rocket Air is nice and easy to land too, though, as far as like you can get a nice clean landing with those. I like that. That too. You can get a nice clean landing with that. That's it.
Ah, you killed it to
If there's, I don't know how many tries, 10
this.
10 or 15 tries or so. Nice and clean, all of them. Every bit of them. All right. I think that's the stream. Do one more film challenge. One more. Because why not? Quintessential stare. Yeah, let's do this one. If you're a Stanley Kubrick fan, the quintessential stare can mean a completely different thing.
Whoa, this place is kind of weird. But let's see what we could do with it.
I'm really sick of my chair running over this cable of my headphones.
All right, go for it.
Oh, it has to be straight. I can't do blade flips. Okay. Yeah, I should just do the rest of them besides that last planetarium one or whatever the fuck that is. Because I'm doing them pretty easily now. You gonna come back up here? Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Are you my best friend when it's just you and me? Hmm? You're funny, you know that? Chihuahuas, you gotta pick one. You gotta always pick one person. One essential master. It's the Chihuahua's mindset. Who's a good baby boy? Are you a good baby boy? Yes, you're a good baby boy. You're so cute. Alright, I can't pet you now, okay? Because I love doing that, and I know you like when I pet you.
Whoa, this place is kind of weird.
Oh god, this fucking shit. Oh no, man.
You are, dude.
Nollie 360, the gap to manually entire second ledge. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop the stream here. This is not gonna be. Oh, dude, just that gap of the first ledge is gonna be such a pain in the ass. I don't know if I can do that right now. Like, I don't know if I can do that, you know, patiently right now. I want to at least try to make that first one. But, oh man. Getting there. Ah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're done here. Alright, that's the end of the stream. Bye.